All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we are going to be practicing our reading and pronunciation as we read through a couple of short stories. We may only read through one, but it just depends on how fast we read. The story we're going to be taking a look at is entitled Blackout. Okay, the link is here in the Verbling chat box, as well as in the Google chat box. All right, and yeah, I apologize to those last night. My power went out. We had a storm, and it went out in one of the middle of my private classes, and I didn't have enough battery in my laptop to. I could have done the class using the internet from my phone in the class, but I didn't have enough battery to go through it, and so yeah, it was a bad deal. Anyway, so I had to cancel my reading class from last night. But here we are, though, today. Here we go. Let's see who we have in class. Hi there, Santiago. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. What about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Santiago, where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
From Spain. Very cool. Good to have you here.
Good.
All right. We also have Laura. Hi, Laura. How are you?
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Okay. We also have, let's see, Heidi. Heidi, how are you?
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you as well. Welcome back. We also have Daniel. Hi, Daniel. How you doing?
Doing great. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. And Daniel, how was your test? You had your test Monday?
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, I had to wait till next Monday. We'll see.
Okay. How did it feel though? How did you feel taking the test?
I felt good. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, cool, man. Cool. Good. Yeah, let me know how you do. Okay.
Yep. Sure.
All right. Very good. How about Amparo? Hi there, Amparo. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well.
Okay. We also have Ahmed. Ahmed, how are you? Ahmed, are you there? Okay. How about let's see, Donato. How you doing, Donato?
Hi, everybody. I'm fine, thanks so much.
Excellent. Welcome back to class.
Thanks.
Okay, how about Snigdha? Hi, Snigdha, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Excellent. Nice to have you back in class.
Thank you.
All right, very good. And Vincenzo. Hi, Vincenzo, how are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thanks. What about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Good to have you here.
Yes, nice to see you too.
Awesome. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. I placed the link in the chat box.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's start off. Let's check Ahmed. Let's check your microphone one more time. Okay, I still can't hear you, Ahmed. Okay, let's start off with Amparo. All right, Amparo, let's have you read from Jeff Woke. Finish this paragraph and read down to here where it says traffic lights were out, please.
Okay. Jeff woke up to the sun shining brightly through the window of his studio apartment. He was confused. His alarm normally woke him up before dawn to get to work at the factory. The power must have gone out during the night. The digital display on the clock was black, and he felt well rested for a change. He threw the alarm and caused up a storm. Even though he had a perfect record at work, he only had a high school diploma and no other work experience. In a job where the boss knows you by your employee number and not your name, he was the definition of expendable. He wiped out his phone to call his boss and tried to save his job. He looked down and saw no signal. He picked up the landline to find no dial tone. What the hell is going on? He said out loud. He looked outside to find the streets as busy as usual, but saw that all the traffic lights were out.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right, let's go to the word whipped instead of wiped. This is whipped.
Whipped.
Okay, whipped. You could use a whip to hit something, or when, in this sense, he pulled out his phone really fast. Is what he's saying. Okay. All right, next one here. This is experience. Give me a good R here instead of expedience. Experience.
Experience.
Very nice. Next up is the word factory instead of factory. Give me an A sound. Factory.
Factory.
There you go. Good. And the last one here is his studio. Push those S's together.
His studio.
Good. Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you. Okay. Let's continue here with Daniel.
Yep.
Daniel, please read from he decided. Okay. Finish this this paragraph and read down to here where it says to keep the farm, please.
Okay. He decided to do what he did every day. He lit a cigarette, grabbed the keys to the truck, and stepped out of the door for work. Today's trip was faster than usual, but then again, he didn't have to part the Red Sea on traffic lights. He arrived to find the parking lot empty, with a sign on the door saying, "Closed till the power's back." The factory was closed, but he figured at least his job was safe. He couldn't help but be a little bit happy. This would be his first day off in a month. He decided to go home and celebrate. Jeff was a country boy, born and raised. He liked whiskey, cigarettes, blasting his Johnny Cash records, and playing old blues tunes on the $30 guitar. He taught himself to play. He would rather sit by the bonfire than watch a movie. He would still live in the country if he could, but the family needed help to keep the farm.
Okay, very good. All right, let's practice that word to. Okay, so saying to, right? So help to keep the farm.
Help to keep.
There you go. Okay. Now with keep, make sure to give me a long E sound. So instead of keep. Help to keep.
Help to keep.
There you go. That's it. Okay. When we have a dollar amount in front of our noun, okay, we don't put an S on dollar. Okay, so it's going to be on the $30 guitar instead of $30 guitar. The $30 guitar. Try that.
Okay, on the $30 guitar.
Okay, hit that T sound one more time. Flat T. 30 on the $30 guitar.
On the $30 guitar.
There you go. Good. Next up is the word faster. Where'd you go? It's up here. Got to work faster than. Okay, here it is. Instead of faster, give me an short A. Faster.
Faster.
Okay, good. Long E on keys. Instead of kiss, he grabbed the keys to the truck.
He grabbed the keys to the truck.
That's it. Good. And last one here, that C is going to be an unvoiced S sound. So instead of decided, it's decided.
Decided.
Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to Donato. Donato, please read from the factory job and read down to. Okay, read down to here where it says truly fit in, please.
Okay. The factory job might as well have been an insane asylum for Jeff. and he was going to end up in one if he had to keep this going much longer. The day that he graduated high school, he saw an ad in the classified section for the factory downtown. He took the job, moved to the city, and the rest is history. He sent $100 from each check bank home to mom and dad. It wasn't much, but it was enough for them to keep the farm. He had lived in the city for almost 5 years, but still didn't have any real friends. Sure, he had some pals at work, and he would be lying if he said they have never gone out for a beer after their shift. Even on those rare occasions, he still didn't quite feel like a part of the group. He was just a fish out of water in the city, and he knew he would never truly fit in.
Okay, nice job. Good corrections on some of those short I sounds. Okay, like on still, you heard yourself say still, and then you corrected it. That was good. Good.
Right.
Okay, nice job. Let's go to the word pals instead of pals. It's pals.
Pals.
There you go. Good. Next up is any real friends. Give me a good R on real instead of any real. Any real friends.
Any real friend.
Okay, one more time. Any real friends.
Any real friends.
Okay, almost. So you're rolling your R into that. So let's just start on real here. Okay, so real friends.
Real friends.
Good, that's it. Okay, now let's try any real.
Any real.
Good, any real friends. Put it all together.
Any real friends.
There, that's it. Good, good. Okay. Next up is the rest. Okay, so we have that same issue with the R here, like with real. So the rest is history. Give me a good R there.
The rest is history.
There you go. Good. Okay. Next up is factory. Okay, so give me a T there instead of facture. Okay, factory.
Factory.
Okay, very nice. Next up, we have the word saw. Instead of sow, with an oo sound at the end, it's only an ah. Saw an ad.
He saw an ad.
There you go. Good. And your last word is asylum. Instead of asylum, unvoiced S, asylum.
Asylum.
Great, great. Nice job. Thank you.
Thanks, Chad.
No problem. Thank you. Next up is Heide.
Yeah.
Okay, Heide, please, and read down to vacation. Really enjoyed the vacation, please.
Mhm. He was okay with it though. He would rather stay true to himself than have a crowd of friends. He pulled back into the parking lot, locked his truck, and made his way up the stairs to his apartment. His apartment was sparse. He had a stone, a coffee table, and a small TV on an old milk crate. That was it. But it was all he needed. He decided to enjoy this free day the right way. So he poured a glass of Jack Daniels and lit a cigarette. A few glasses later, he was sound asleep on the stone. Several days went by this way. He had seen power outage before, but this had gone on much longer than anyone that he remembered. Day after day, he would wake up, eat a cold can of whatever was in the pantry, and drink until he fell asleep. At first, he really enjoyed the vacation.
Okay, nice job. All right, let's go to the word would. So at the end, now your vowel was okay. At the end, you used a T sound. So you said, woods, wake up. Okay, so let's use a D. He would wake. He would wake up.
He would wake up.
There you go. Good, good. Next up, let's pronounce that ES here. So it's outages. Outages.
Outage. Outage.
Okay, one more time. So it's outages.
Outages.
There
Outage.
you go. Okay, very good. Good, good. Okay. Next up, we have the word poured.
Poured.
Yeah, so instead of poured, okay, poured. Whoops. Poured. Okay. Next is the word futon. Now here, this is a U where we do want to say the oo. Okay. So here you went through that U really quick. You said futon. Okay. So this is futon.
Futon. It's a Japanese word.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, futon.
Okay. All right. One more time. Futon.
Futon.
Okay, there you go. Okay, now let's go to one where we want to scale back that U. Instead of pooled, it's pulled.
Pulled.
There you go. Okay, very nice. And let's see. Last one here is the word made. Give me a long A sound here. A, made.
Made.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Drake until he fell asleep. I think that was it. Hold on. No, vacation. There we go. That's where we ended. Okay. Very nice. Let's go to Laura. Okay, Laura, please read from however. Finish this paragraph. And read until, let's see here. Okay, let's have you read until here where it says easily, scared easily, please. Laura, are you there? Make sure to unmute your microphone. Nope, still can't hear you. All right, check your check your connection or something. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to Osama, and we'll see. I'll see if I can come back to you. Okay, Osama, how you doing?
Hi Chad, I'm good. I think my internet is bad. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you okay right now. All right, let's give it a roll. Okay. All right, let me have you read from this highlighted section. However, finish that paragraph, read this next one, and then read down to here where it says, kind that scared easily, please.
Okay. However, this one he wasn't sure anymore how many days he'd been without electricity. He guessed it had wasn't sure that what woke him up, but he just had a strange feeling that something wasn't right. He had grabbed a bottle of water from the now room temperature refrigerator and lit a cigarette. His age-old trick to shake off the beginnings of this hangover. He sat there for about an hour nursing his water before he heard the sound of shouting. His neighbors argued at all hours, but these sounded different. This was no lover's carol. It was a group of men. They were shouting comments. He's the kind that scared easily.
Okay. Now your connection started to break up towards the end there, but I did hear most of it. Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay. Let's go up to this word here. Instead of set, he sat there. It's going to be he sat there. Okay, go ahead and try that, Osama. He sat there. Nope. Okay. Let's move on. Oh, okay, he dropped. Let's go to Santiago. All right, and let's see. Laura, is your connection back here? Nope. Still can't hear you. Okay, Santiago, let's go to you. Let's have you read here.
Okay.
Okay, Santiago, please read from "But Just About Anybody." Okay, and finish this paragraph and read down to. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me have you read down to here where it says "parking lot," please.
Okay, perfect. Okay. But just about anybody gets scared when you see 5 big guys storming your hallway. 3 of them had knives, 1 had a gun, and the last one had a flathead axe. Jeff looked through his peephole to see that they were about three doors down, and he saw splinters of wood farther down. Their game was clear. If you didn't let them in, they were breaking in. He knew that he had to act fast. These men were crazed, and Jeff definitely didn't believe that if he gave them the food, he would be safe. He grabbed his keys, hunting pack, and Grandpa's rifle and made his way down the fire escape. He only had one thought on his mind: get to the farm. He crept down the fire escape cautiously and quietly. If the riders had a lookout, he could easily hear the metallic clank of the stairs from the parking lot.
Okay, very good. All right, let's take a look here. First up, we have the word Raiders. That AI, that's going to be a long A sound. Raiders.
Raiders.
Okay, very nice. Let's go to the word cautiously. So the TI here, we're going to treat that as an SH sound. Cautiously.
Cautiously.
Very nice.
Cautiously.
Okay, very good. Let's go to this word here. The OUGH is actually going to be an ah sound, so instead of thought, it's thought.
Thought.
Great, good job. Next up, we have the word grabbed. Instead of grabbed, okay, it's an grabbed.
Grabbed.
Okay, very nice. This other word right here, this might be new for you. Okay, this is pronounced axe. So you're going to pronounce a K and then an S sound. Axe. There you go. Good.
Axe. Okay.
Good. Okay, very nice. And our last one here. Where did you go? Okay, get scared. So here, you said gets scared. Okay, so what you want to do is combine those S sounds. So instead of pronouncing 2 S's, only say 1. Get scared.
Get scared.
Good. One more time. Get scared.
Get scared.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so went down to from the parking lot. Yeah, till there. Okay, very nice. All right, let's go to, let's see, Snigdha. All right, Snigdha, let's have you continue from when he finally, okay, finish this paragraph and read down to, let's see here. Go ahead and read down to the Army surplus store, please.
Okay. When he finally reached the ground, he didn't see anyone on the lookout, so he quickly made his way to the truck. He put the keys in the ignition and fired it up. It was still pitch dark, but he chose to avoid the headlights for now. Anybody else with bad intentions could see them from a mile away. As he made his way down the unlit road, he decided to take inventory of the hunting bag. He It had been at least a year since he had been out hunting, and he didn't remember what he had in the pack. He opened it with great optimism, and he was not let down. Jeff was always prepared, never the type to leave his rifle dirty after a hunt, and he always stocked his bag as soon as he got home. Inside he found a flashlight, hunting knife, Zippo lighter, 2 boxes of ammo, some iodine tablets, and a half-dozen MREs he picked up at the Army surplus store.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, let's go to this word right here. The word is pronounced iodine. Iodine.
Iodine.
Okay, very good. Next up, we have the word boxes. Instead of boxes, it's an ah sound. Boxes.
Boxes.
All right, very good. Next up is the word never. Let's see here. Oh, I know you were here close. Anyway, I'll keep looking for it. Yes, right here. Okay, so here you said neighbor, starting off with an A, nay. Instead of neighbor, it's short E. Never, never.
Never.
Good,
Never.
good, just like that. Okay, excellent. Next up is the word made. Now here, this is when we want to use that long A sound. Okay, so instead of saying med, okay, it's made.
Made. Made.
Okay, very good. Next one is a mile away. Give me a good L. Now you did really good with your T sounds here. All of your T's, you're pushing them to the front of your mouth. That's great. Okay, that's what you want to do. The next sound you want to work on is your L sound, pushing your tongue to the front of your mouth for the L. Okay, so instead of saying mile away, it's mile away.
Okay. Mile away.
That's right. Okay, now.
Mile away.
Okay, now when we pronounce that W, okay, instead of saying away, okay, drop your tongue. Away.
Away.
Okay, good. One more time.
Away.
Okay.
Away.
Good, good. Okay, nice job. So let's go to the word ignition. Give me short I's here. Instead of ignition, it's ignition.
Ignition.
Very good. Ignition. Good. And our last one. Okay, this is a trick with the TR sound. Okay, so with the TR, you want to pronounce that as a CHR. So with this word, instead of saying twuck, it's truck. Good. Now that CHR works with the TR in every situation. You can always pronounce that chur sound. Okay? Good. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Let's go to Vincenzo.
Okay.
All right, Vincenzo. Let's see here. We went to Army Surplus Store. Okay. Finish this paragraph and read down to right here where it says, and so food and water was there. Please.
Okay. Can you scroll a little down, teacher? Oh, okay, thank you. He knew that if things took a turn for the worse, that he would be alright for at least a couple of days. Jeff was getting to the end of town now, and he was about to hop upon the interstate. He was driving fast. The last thing he needed was someone to be able to attack the truck. Even though he was moving fast, he still tried to get a good idea of what had happened in the city. What he saw looked like a war zone. There wasn't power anywhere, all the street lights and gas pumps were off, and the doors of all the shops and buildings were chained shut. The glass doors and windows of the grocery store were busted out. Desperate people must have already got to the food, but this wasn't too surprising. People were breaking into homes for what little food and water was there.
Okay, very good job, really good. Let's go to a few things here. Okay, so
Yeah.
first up, we have the short I sound with little instead of little food. Little food.
Little food.
There you go. Okay. Now, with this word here, the AIT at the end of the word is actually pronounced like a IT. So instead of saying desperate, okay, it's desperate, okay? Now the other thing is we skip over that R. Or, sorry, not the R, but the E right before the R. So it's desperate. Desperate.
Desperate.
Good, good. One more time. Desperate.
Desperate.
Good. Nice job. Next word here is grocery stores. So here as well, we're going to skip over that E. So instead of saying grocery, it's grocery. Grocery stores.
Grocery stores.
Very nice. Next up is okay, so it was happened. So we're working on this ED ending here. All of your other EDs were really good. Okay, so let's try this phrase. What had happened in the city?
Yes, it's a very difficult combination. What had happened in the city?
Okay, yeah, so instead of happened, happened. Happened in the city.
What had happened in the city?
Yes, good. So when you see that word happened, okay, that ending is going to be more like this. Okay, happened, like a short I into an N and a D. Happened. Okay?
Happened.
Just like that.
Okay.
That's good. Good. And our last one here for you, instead of fast, it's fast, short A, fast.
Yes. Fast.
Good, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Laura. Laura, are you there? Nope, it's still muted, Laura. Ah, bummer. Okay, let's go to Amparo. All right, Amparo, please read from he considered stopping. Finish this paragraph and read down to let's see here. Lit up and smoke. Yeah, go ahead and finish this paragraph here. Reading till didn't see or hear him.
Okay. He considered stopping just to see if someone had carelessly looked over some food or supplies. However, as he passed the store, he was glad that he didn't. At first glance, the front of the store just looked like a pile of carts and discarded food packaging. As he got closer, he could tell that this wasn't just a heap of junk. The carts and boxes were arranged into a carefully constructed barricade. Horror truly struck Jeff when he looked into the parking lot. From a distance, he thought there was trash throughout the parking lot. The trash turned out to be the dead body of men and women who had tried before him to get some food. A group of raiders must have holed themselves up in the store, and by the looks of it, they were heavily armed. He punched the gas, lit up a smoke, and prayed that they didn't see or hear him.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to punched the. Okay, connect that ed ending, the T sound, with the word the. He punched the gas.
He punched the gas.
Okay, one more time. Punched the. He punched the gas.
He punched the gas.
There you go. That's it. Okay. Next up is the word bodies. So the dead bodies of men. Try that.
The dead bodies of men.
Good. That time we hit the S. Excellent. Okay. Next up is distance. Short I sound instead of distance. Distance.
Distance.
Okay. Very nice. Next up is closer. Now here you added a sound, a vowel sound before the L, saying closer, call. Okay, so go right to that L. Cool, closer.
Closer.
There you go. One more time. Cool, closer.
Closer.
Good. Much smoother that time. Good. Next up is first glance. Okay, so. Okay, now, as we say it quickly, we can drop the T, okay? So, but we still want to kind of fake like we're saying it. So it sounds like this. First glance, first glance.
First glance.
Okay, there you go. Good, good. So, yeah, what we can't do is pause in between them. So we can't say at first glance. So we can't stop on that S and say first glance. It has to roll right into it. First glance. Okay?
First glance.
Good. Next up is, or last word here, instead of considered, it's considered.
Consider.
One more time, considered.
Considered.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you. Okay, heavily armed. You see him? Okay, great. Let's go to Daniel, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, Daniel, please read from His Troubles Didn't Ease Up. Okay, finish the paragraph and read down to, let's see here, home country. Yeah, go ahead and read down to gas station in sight, please.
Okay. His troubles didn't ease up when he hit the highway either. He heard that thing and saw a light come on. Shit, he said out loud. I knew I should have filled it up yesterday. He was waiting for the prices to go down like the news predicted. But nobody guessed that they would go down this much. The farm was still about 70 miles away, so there was no way he would make it with the gas that he had. He knew that once the light came on, he had about 50 miles left. He decided to use 40 of them to get as far on the interstate as he could, and the remainder to get as far from the highway as he could. He figured if any raiders were out this far, they would be on the highway. Jeff watched the odometer closely, and as soon as the trip hit 40, he made his way to the closest exit. The exit he found was out in the country. Only one small gas station in sight.
All right, nice job. Very good job. Okay, we have 3 words here, okay? And they really weren't that bad. Okay, you were very close on all of them. So this word here, instead of closest, okay, closest.
Closest.
There you go. Okay, very nice, very nice. And it would be close to closet. So that's kind of what threw you off. There's the extra S in there. So next word here. Okay, instead of reminder would be without the A. This is remainder.
Remainder.
Okay, very nice. And the last one here is 40. Give me that flap T sound at the end. 40.
40.
Good. All right, nice job. Everything else was great.
Okay, thank you.
Good, good. Okay, let's go to Donato. Okay, Donato, please read from He Decided. Finish this paragraph. And read down to here where it says sunscreen on a shelf, please.
Okay. He decided to check it out just in case it had power. He wasn't surprised to see the same thing as the gas stations back in town. No power and the door chained shut. The windows were busted out, but it looked abandoned. He decided to give it a shot. The convenience store was pretty well picked over. All the food he saw was spoiled, and he choked on the smell of sour milk. He nearly vomited from the odor, but he fought the urge. He had run out of water, and he couldn't afford to throw up what little fluid was left in his system. There was nothing to drink in here besides spoiled milk. Because there was no obvious things that he needed in the store, he decided to get creative and see if there was anything that he could make use of. He saw a bottle of sunscreen on a shelf.
Okay, nice job. All right, let's go to the CR sound. So instead of sunscreen, sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
There you go. Good, good. All right, let's go to the word use. Okay, so instead of saying make use of, okay, this is going to be use, to make use of.
To make use of.
Very good. Next up is the word obvious. Instead of obvi, it's obvious.
Obvious.
Very nice, very nice. Next up is, okay, he had run out. So let's work on that R. Instead of he had run out.
He had run out.
Okay, one more time. Push the tongue down on that R. He had run out.
He had run out.
There you go. Good. Next is the word sour. Instead of sour, it's sour.
Sour milk.
Very good. All right, so here you added an H sound on over. Okay, well picked over. Give me a good O sound here.
Well picked over.
Very nice. Okay. This word here, instead of abandoned, it's abandoned. Abandoned.
Abandoned.
Good. Nice job. Very good. Let's see. One last one here. The word thing. So it's the same.
Thing.
Yeah, same thing. Where'd you go? Oh, right here. Whew. Okay, so instead of same thing, same thing.
Same thing.
All right, nice job. Good, thank you.
Thanks, Chat.
No problem. Okay, sunscreen on a shelf, and we are moving on to Heidi. Heidi, please read from The People Who Had First Broken. Okay, finish this paragraph and read down to Towards the Woods, please.
Okay. The people on the please stop me. I don't know. The people who had first broken into the store probably thought nothing of overlooking it. However, Jeff remembered from his time in the Boy Scout that sunburn could lead to dehydration. He looked behind the counter and found a bottle of lighter fluid to refill his dip. He also grabbed a carton of smokes. He didn't know when he would be able to get another pack, and smoking was the one thing that kept him from completely losing it. He took a quick survey of the store before he left. It was just so barren. He was lucky to even get a few things that he found. Before he left, he decided to grab a gas can. He wasn't foolish enough to think he would find a working pump. He just knew that he would eventually need something to keep water in. Jeff hopped back in the truck and used a lot of the gas to head toward the wood.
Okay, all right, very good. Let's add some S's here. So head towards the woods. So add those S's.
Head towards the woods.
Okay, one more time. Head towards the woods.
Head towards the wood.
Okay, all right, good. Let's go to the word grab. Right here, instead of guab with a goo sound, it's grab.
Grab.
Okay, very nice. Let's practice an A here. So instead of barren, it's baron, long A sound.
Baron.
Okay, good. At the end of this word, we have an O. So instead of zip, it's zippo.
Zippo.
Okay, very good. Next word is the word behind. Okay, so this is a long I. Hind.
Behind.
Okay, very nice. Next we have the word Boy Scouts. Okay, add that S at the end. Boy Scouts.
Boy Scout.
Okay, add the S. Boy Scouts.
A Boy Scout.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Let's go to Osama.
Yes. Can you hear me okay, Chad?
Yep, I can hear you. All right,
Okay,
very good.
okay.
Now let's have you read from He Knew That Traveling. Finish this paragraph and read down to been an athletic guy, please.
Okay. He knew that traveling alone would be dangerous. If anyone could see him from the road, he would be a very easy target. Walking through the woods with limited food and water was dangerous enough. But at least the trees would provide some cover from anybody with bad intentions. As he headed into the woods, he heard the engine start to sputter. The real part of his journey was about to begin. He lit a cigarette and gathered himself for the trip ahead. He took the last buff, slung and hunting rifle over his shoulder, and grabbed the hunting pack. He headed back into the trees, far enough that he finally lost sight of the highway. He started north towards the farm. After a short walk, maybe a mile or two, Jeff began to feel completely exhausted. He had always been an athletic guy.
Okay, nice job. Very good. All right, let's take a look here. First up, we have the hunting pack. So we're going to throw grabbed in here as well. So instead of grabbed, okay, this is and grab the hunting pack.
And grab the hunting pack, or pack, sorry.
There you go. One more time. And grab the hunting pack.
And grab the hunting pack.
Okay, very nice. Let's go to the word gathered. Instead of gathered, it's gathered.
Gathered.
All right, very nice. And one last one for you. You worked on this just a little bit. Okay, so this will be, but at least the trees. But at least the trees.
But at least the trees.
Okay, now with least, don't worry about the T. Okay, but you can't stop after least. Okay, so move from least right into the. But at least the trees. At least the. But at least the trees.
But at least the trees.
There you go. That's it. Okay. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
No problem. Okay. Let's go to. Let's see here. Santiago. Okay, Santiago. Please read from He Played Football. And read down to was eating right now, please.
Okay. He played football in high school. and the physical labor at the factory had kept him in pretty good shape. There was no reason that a short walk through the woods should wear him out. Then he realized that he hadn't eaten at all. The past day and a half had been so hectic that he had forgot to eat. He knew that he would have to stop and eat something before he went any further. He needed to sleep too, but he didn't have time for that. He reached into the backpack and pulled out the army rations and picked out a Sloppy Joe for his first meal. He didn't even take the time to eat the meal, to heat the meal. He ripped open each of the package with his knife and practically swallowed the food whole. His family raised pigs, and they had manners compared to how Jeff was eating right now.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, let's go to the word swallowed. Right here, instead of swallowed, it's swallowed.
Swallowed.
Uh-huh. There you go. Good. This word here is ripped. Instead of riped, it's ripped.
Rip or rich?
Ripped with the T sound at the end. Ripped.
Okay. Ripped.
Okay, very good. Here we have the word sloppy Joe. Instead of sloppy, it's sloppy.
Okay, a sloppy Joe.
Okay, give me a good S. Instead of sloppy, it's sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
Good. All right, next is the word, let's see here, reached. Give me a T sound here at the end. Reached.
Ripped.
Almost, yeah. Reached.
Ripped.
Okay, so you're stopping on the CH. Okay, give me a hard T sound. Reached. There you go. That's it. Okay. Next up is woods. Instead of woods with an oo sound, it's woods. Open your mouth a little bit. Woods.
What?
There you go. Good. Okay, now we're going to practice something that might be a little challenging, but it'll help with your accent. Okay. So in Spanish, where you place your tongue when you say an L, you place it further back in your mouth, like when you say el. Okay, your tongue is not towards the front of your mouth. It's sort of in the middle, towards the part where it raises up in the back. So when you say the word physical, you're not saying ol and curving your tongue towards the front. It's physical, and it's cutting off the sound. So push your tongue forward. Okay, so it's ol, physical.
Physical.
Okay, almost. Curve the tongue downwards and push it forwards. Okay, this is a challenge, right? Okay, so it's physical. Okay, getting closer, but we don't want to say all. Okay, it's closer to the teeth. So we'll practice this more as you come into class. Okay, so it's we'll keep practicing that L because it's a challenge to move your tongue from the back of your mouth towards the front. Okay, and it has to do with that vowel sound as well. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
No problem. Let's go to Snigdha.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Snigdha, let's have you read from Over a Day. And go ahead and finish this paragraph. Okay, reading down to wouldn't need the ammo, please.
Over a day without food had made him ravenously hungry, and he wanted nothing more than to eat the rest of the food that he had in the bag, but he knew that he would need to save it for later. He figured that he was about 50 miles from the farm. He could make it there in 2 days if he kept a good pace and didn't run into any problems uh, along the way. That was a lot to ask for a trip through the woods on foot. To be safe, he figured that it would take 3 days. He had just enough food to have 2 emeries a day. Even though he was still very hungry, he decided to ration the remaining food out. He could move a lot faster if he didn't have to worry about hunting or fishing, and he could save all of the ammunition for self-defense. He prayed that he wouldn't need the ammo.
All right, nice job. Good correction on ammunition. Okay, you caught yourself saying ammuni. Okay, and you corrected that to that short I. Very good. All right, let's go to the word could right here. And so instead of saying could, it's could.
Could.
There you go. Good job. Next up is the word figured. So instead of figured, it's figured. Figured.
Figured.
All right, very nice job. Next up is the word woods. So here you had said woods. Okay, so open your mouth up after the initial oo. So it's oo, woods.
Woods.
Okay, almost. Start off with the oo sound. So here you're saying uds. Instead of it's oo, woods.
Woods.
There you go. That's better. Good job. Okay, let's practice the CHR as well as a short I here. So this is trip, trip.
Trip.
There you go. Good, good. Next is later. Okay, so with the vowel sound here, instead of letter, it's lay, later, later.
Later.
Okay, very nice. And your last one is day. Okay, so instead of day, okay, move the tongue forward in the mouth with the D at the beginning. Later we'll work on the D at the end of the word, but the D's at the beginning, push that forward like the T's. Okay, so it's day.
Day.
Good, yes, and we don't want to touch our tongue to the teeth. Okay, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Vincenzo, let's have you finish this hour for us. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Please read from he kept moving, and read down to he found a puddle. Please.
Yes. He kept moving due north towards the farm, moving fast. When he realized just how fast he was moving, he noticed that he was in a light jog. He forced himself to slow down. He wanted to run the whole day there, but he knew that he had to save his energy. If he was ever going to make it, he had to consciously force himself not to run, and fighting that the urge was exhausting. He sat down on a log to eat one more meal, and the salty, packaged meal made his mouth dry. He had no water with him, but he knew that he had to find some quickly. He hoped to find a stream or river, but he didn't hear any moving water, and he needed something to drink. Now he scanned the area to see if there was anything that he could get water from. About 100 yards from where he had just eaten, he found a puddle.
Okay, nice job. Okay, let's take a look at 4 parts here. Let's practice the ed ending into the word the. So this is he scanned the area.
He scanned the area.
Yeah, so you can actually mix those sounds. Scanned the area.
Scanned the area.
Okay, good. Let's go to the word river instead of reaver. Give me a short I. River.
River.
Okay, very good. Next up, instead of sol, solti, this is an ah sound. Sa, sal, salty.
Salty.
Okay, very good. And your last word is the word forced. Okay, give me an ed ending here. So he forced himself to slow down.
With the at the end, forced.
Yeah, with a T sound. He forced.
He forced.
Mm-hmm.
Forced
Good.
himself to slow down.
Yep, just like that. All right, very good, you guys. I'm a little
Thank you.
over time, so hurry on over to your next classes. But thank you guys for sticking around. It was great having you here. Take care, everyone. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Teacher.
Thank you.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you,
Bye.
Chad.
See you next time. Bye, teacher.